I think in his personal life, as in his professional life, he is the king. And if you don't want to be a courtier, don't let the scepter hit you on the way out.
Rudy Giuliani didn't start as a king. He started by stopping the mobs in New York and cleaning up the city. It got him elected mayor. His efforts after 9/11 made him such a beloved figure, he became America's favorite mayor. He reached a kingly position, but that meant he had a long way to fall. Keep watching to learn why Rudy Giuliani's wife divorced him and why an ongoing court battle ensued. A timeline of his relationships. Rudy married Regina Peruggi on October 26, 1968. They had known each other since childhood. They had a difficult relationship and agreed to separate in 1975. She didn't come with him to Washington when he started working at the Attorney General's office. Rudy met local TV personality Donna Hanover in 1982. They began dating, and he filed for legal separation from Regina. They got a civil divorce at the end of 1982. His best man at the wedding, Alan Pleka, became a priest. He helped have the marriage annulled in 1983. It went through partially because it was discovered that Rudy and Regina were second cousins. He married Donna in Manhattan on April 15, 1984. They had 2 children, Andrew and Carolina Rose. They stopped appearing together by 1996 amid rumors of marital problems. Rudy met Judith Nathan in 1999. He used the cost of his NYPD security detail to keep their relationship a secret. It also provided them with private chauffeur services. He then stopped wearing his wedding ring and began appearing with her in public. He first publicly acknowledged her as his very good friend on May 3, 2000. Rudy held a press conference on May 10th. He announced his intentions to separate from Donna, which he hadn't told her about beforehand. He said she was a, quote, very fine woman, but that over the course of some period of time in many ways, we've grown to live independent and separate lives. Donna later said she was disappointed that he didn't warn her about the press conference. She'd also wanted to keep the marriage going, but it wasn't possible because of his relationship with another woman on his staff, Christine Latagano-Nicholas. She and Rudy deny there was anything inappropriate about it. Rumors of affairs have been present throughout his relationships, but none have been proven. Rudy officially divorced Donna in August of 2001. He moved out of Gracie Mansion and into an apartment with a couple he was friends with. Rudy married Judith May 24, 2003. He also accepted her stepdaughter Whitney into his family. The press reported he'd become estranged from his son Andrew and daughter Caroline by March 2007. His entire family was falling apart. Judith filed for divorce April 4, 2018, after 15 years of marriage. It was settled December 10, 2019. She's spoken in interviews about not only his scandals, but also his increasingly erratic and strange behavior. He's made appearances in shows that don't really seem like a fit for him, like The Masked Singer. She came out and frankly said, quote,
"This Rudy Giuliani isn't the guy that I married."
Contemptuous court battles. The battle and mudslinging that have always been present in Rudy's relationships is worthy of the world of politics. It's almost as if they were political opponents running against each other instead of exes trying to hash out financial issues in court. His attorney revealed in May of 2001 that he was impotent due to prostate cancer treatments. As a result, he hadn't had sexual relations with Judith for the past year. He still said at the time that no one had done more to support him. He argued he had planned to introduce her to his children on Father's Day of 2001, but Donna had prevented it. She denies these claims. The accusations didn't stop there. One of her lawyers accused Rudy of working for Trump pro bono as a way to lower his income. That would lower the amount of alimony he'd have to pay. She also mentioned his alleged extravagant spending, such as $7,000 on his collection of fountain pens. There were accusations of stealing on both sides. Judith says Rudy stole her Christmas decorations, which he's denied. He said she took his TV remote and cable box, so he couldn't watch himself on TV. The pair settled their divorce case in July 2022 after his stint as mayor of New York ended. He had to pay her a $6.8 million settlement and give over custody of his children. Divorce debt. The court troubles haven't ended now that Rudy's gotten out of the relationships he was in. It's only getting worse. He earned the love and respect of New York City as its mayor. He also earned plenty of money in the jobs he took afterwards. He joined the law firm Greenberg Traurig for 2 terms, earning $9.5 million in 2017. That led to combined fortunes that were estimated at over $30 million. That doesn't mean Rudy doesn't have money troubles. His love life and work life are intersecting in the worst way possible. Judith recently sued him in an affidavit claiming she owes him a large amount of money. She wants $63,000 a month in spousal support and money for her personal assistant and elderly mother in assisted living. She also claims he owes her $140,000 for their Palm Beach property, $70,000 in country club fees, and $45,000 for household help. She claims he's made inconsistent and sporadic payments for these debts. A $10,000 check in June 2021 for household help was returned due to insufficient funds. Judith wants her money back immediately with interest. She understands he must have had recent financial troubles, but knows that he has ways to fix them. Her lawyers say if he doesn't pay, he could be considered in contempt of court and thrown in jail. Judge Michael Katz is presiding over the case and has already begun to tire of it. He's constantly being interrupted. Neither side is following proper procedure. Rudy's disbarment and bankruptcy. Relationships aren't the only or even the worst issue facing Rudy right now. His career is also on a downturn. He was disbarred after a court hearing determined he lied about Trump's 2020 election loss. That included saying that thousands of illegal votes were cast. He claimed,
"This is an assault on our Constitution. Fannie Willis will go down in American history as having conducted one of the worst attacks on the American Constitution ever when this case is dismissed."
These claims contributed to the storming of the Capitol in 2021. The other side fought back against his claims. They weren't afraid to use equally volatile language and said that he used his position and, quote, baselessly attacked and undermined the integrity of this country's electoral process. His New York law license was suspended in 2021, and he may lose his license in Washington. His daily radio talk show was canceled as well. Rudy says he's not surprised by the decision, but he believes it was based on lies. His attorney, Arthur Aidala, also wasn't surprised by the decision, but says the legal team did everything they could. Rudy has tried to file for bankruptcy multiple times that may or may not have had to do with his divorce debt. One of the most notable ones was after he had to pay $148 million in damages to two former Georgia election workers. They claimed he spread lies and racist threats about them. He told an interview he wouldn't change a word of his claims, saying,
"Of course I don't regret it. I told the truth. They were engaged in changing votes."
There's no proof of that.
Oh, you're damn right there is. Stay tuned.
There was one benefit to the case. Rudy asked to use it as an opportunity to sell off most of his assets. He had $94,000 in hand, and his company, Giuliani Communication, had $237,000 in the bank by the end of it. That may be enough to get him through his lingering divorce case. Now it's time to hear from you. What are your thoughts on Rudy's rise and fall? Let us know in the comments section below.